The Native Hawaiian relationship to the land is totally different from the Western concept of land ownership. In the old days, the Hawaiians did not have to own their land. They just needed to take care of the land. And for the Native Hawaiians, the land is a resource. It's not a commodity. The Western thinking and Western governance comes in and makes it a commodity. And that has caused a lot of grief for many, many Hawaiians. They've lost their lands as a result of that because they could not buy into that concept of it. Now you own this land and it has value to you. The only value of the land was taking care of it as a living thing because it took care of you. There was this exchange of caring for each other. The way I see these seed corporations who are really tied to the chemical corporations, their goals, I'm not so sure, I'm not convinced that they care about the land. They want to use the land, but I don't see them taking care of the land on what possible contamination might be or what they're applying, whether it's safe or even now or future uses or future contaminations. So I have a huge difference in my approach to agriculture and their type of business in utilizing the land of Hawaii, especially the land here in Hawaii. It's a very fragile environment.
Is a coexistence possible with the GMO?
From a personal standpoint, and because I'm a Native Hawaiian, I don't think there is. And even judging their past histories around the world. So it's not just a local issue. This has happened nationally. This has happened internationally. They've created a lot of havoc in India and other countries. And just the approach that they take to the whole issue, the laws that they've crafted to protect themselves, which saves everything for the large corporation in terms of interests of people. They want to own everything. They want to control lives. They want to control futures and people. And their supposed new seeds, their GMO seeds, they craft laws that if they cross-pollinate with you, they own what you have and maybe even the taking of your land, from what I hear. But the Native Hawaiians were an organic people. I don't like the weird science that they do, and that's what I refer to it as, a weird science. I have a background in agriculture from the University of Hawaii. I got my BS there, and I dealt with chemicals, agriculture, with all the different aspects. And theirs is a mixing of species, yeah? They're forcing genetic change between species. That's not a natural thing. To me, you cannot play with nature. I mean, what the beauty of Kaua'i is the result of nature, the hand of nature doing its thing. But when man tries to do what nature does, it's a scary thing. And my fear is if we find out, I don't want to find out after the fact. You know, I don't want to wait until there's atrazine in the water or other chemicals in the water or in the land or washing out into the ocean before we say, wow, oh yeah, serious red flag, we need to look at this, we need to curtail what's being done, we need to have better control. It's too late then, because at that point I know that once, if we have that kind of contamination, that they'll just walk away and go to some other place and do the same thing. Even though I live on the North Shore, you know, you have to realize we're in an island environment, and what happens here, what happens on the west side, it affects all of us. As you know, in all types of cultivation, the water is the life of the land, and you always protected the resource. So whether it was mountain, midlands, lowlands, beaches, or the ocean, everything was cared for and protected as well as used.